Are you broke as shit? Have you ever had nothing but the sticky change out of your ashtray to buy food with? Well, chances are, if that's you, you know a whole lot about Little Caesars Pizza. In this time of economic uncertainty, with rising prices and corporate greed, it seems that Little Caesar is one of the few that is not absolutely shafting us all in the dirt star. Little Caesar is the greatest champion the poor have had since Robin Hood. So let's take a moment to look at and celebrate the Boost Mobile of pizza. Now, Little Caesars has been around since 1959, but if you're like me and of a certain age, you probably remember Little Caesars as being the good pizza smell coming from the inside of a Kmart. And for a long time, that was my only real recollection of Little Caesars Pizza, the inside of Kmart in the 90s. But sometime around the early to mid 2000s, when the economy started getting really shitty and getting worse and worse, you started seeing Little Caesars pizzas pop up everywhere, on every corner, offering a $5 large hot and ready pizza, which is insane to think about. How do you make a profit out of a large hot and ready pizza that's $5? Well, what's left for the company? I don't know. Seems like a selfless act to me or a real public danger. Can't decide which one. From the late 2000s into modern times, Little Caesars has become one of the largest, most successful pizza chains in America. They're growing. They're everywhere. Not because they do it good, but because they do it cheap. And they do hot and they do ready. High quality, that's debatable. Little Caesars is the only place left where you can feed a family of four for like $20. They're always introducing new menu items that are fun and exciting, and you can customize your pizza. You can order whatever toppings you want if you've got that kind of money. Everything is cheap at Little Caesars, including the chicken wings. Now, the Caesars wings, they're very flavorful. I like the Caesar wings, but something wrong with them chickens. You can bite into them chicken wings, and they're a little fatty, but the bones are all out of whack. You can look at that chicken wing and be like, this bird had a disability. But all in all, the chicken wings at Little Caesars are a pretty damn good deal for what they are. Very cheap chicken wings. Now, you can get the traditional hot and ready pizza, which is like $7 or something now. Or you could spring for a couple extra bucks and get the extra most bestest. And I do recommend it because it is worth it. It's a world of difference. A little more cheese, a little more toppings. Go for it. Regardless of what pizza you get, time is of the essence. You got to eat a Little Caesars pizza ASAP. Eat it in the car on your way home. Because once it gets room temperature, once it gets cold, Little Caesars pizza, it just does not have any next day, lunch tomorrow value. It's amazing how many Little Caesars there are now. It's kind of a recession indicator, because I would say that if the Little Caesars is jumping, then the economy is slumping. You know you're in an impoverished area when you see the four horsemen of economic turmoil: a liquor store, a pawn shop, payday loans, and the Little Caesars, sometimes in the same shopping center. Something I will say about Little Caesars is Little Caesars has remained the same over time. All right, they've still kept their same low prices uh, for their same, just, bottom barrel pizza, while all their competitors have lowered their quality and raised their prices. So the Little Caesars, I say thank you for staying true to yourselves. And now, before anybody thinks I'm being all high and mighty because I'm talking a little bit of shit about Little Caesars, don't think that. All right, Little Caesars has personally saved my life and come into clutch quite a few times in my history. So I don't knock it. I still eat at Little Caesars to this day because gas is $4 a gallon, and everything sucks. So hopefully, Little Caesars is in it for the long haul, because the future is dark. But in these times of darkness, we still seek that little ray of hope, that bright orange sign, hot and ready, glimmering in the night.